Hello guys, and we're back again with another candidate interview, this time for the Vice President of Further Education, and that is Neal. How are you?
Hello, I'm very well, thank you very much.
Fantastic. So this is going to go down. There's going to be two questions asked to you and the other candidate, both the same, and then one unique question tailored more to yourself. Is that okay?
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so the first question is, what do you think NUS's priorities should be?
What NUS policy should be? Well, I'm a strong believer of liberation and the National Society of Apprentices. So not only having liberation throughout all the campaigns and the work that the NUS does, I think the priorities that the National Society of Apprentices have laid out this year should also go through the work of NUS. So I think that should be the big push this year.
Fantastic. Secondly, what is your plan to ensure that apprentices are represented effectively within the structures of NUS?
Okay, so we have something in Scotland which is called SPARKS. That stands for the Scottish Participation in Quality Scotland. SPARKS deliver class rep training to college students and university students so they can be better participation in the quality within our education. This year SPARKS delivered training to apprentices. They delivered a very unique way of training apprentices on how they can talk about the quality of their learning and teaching. That's something I would like to see replicated across the UK. And with that engagement, more apprentices get involved talking about learning and teaching. They're going to be better represented. They're going to get more involved with student unions. And then hopefully we'll have that connectivity between apprentices being involved with student unions and hopefully running for positions in the future. That's the way I see it working. It's not tried and tested, it's only the first year that we've done it, but fingers crossed we'll start to see apprentices going for leadership roles, being better represented and getting their voice heard.
Fantastic. Now finally, the last question, that's more unique to yourself.
All right.
So, in your manifesto, you acknowledge that FE unions are under-resourced and underfunded. Yeah, of course. So, what's your plan to actually start to change this within the student movement?
So I'm a very data-driven person. I'm all about statistics and proving your worth. So what I've done at EXA, Edinburgh College Student Association, which I can only talk about, by the way, I'm not a national officer or on NEC or anything. I can only talk about what we've done at Edinburgh College, just a wee FYI. So what we've done, we've used a data-driven approach to talking about how we engage with students. So we have a data management system or a customer relations management system where we actually record the amount of time we spend speaking to students, dealing with individual issues like funding, homelessness, childcare, student support and learning and teaching. And we've used that database with the number of hours that we've spoken to students across the year, and we've made that evidence available to the college to say this is how much money and how much time we're spending on speaking to students. If you were to equate that into a staff member, it would be 4 or 5 members of staff within the college getting paid X amount of money. We're doing it for a lot less, and that way we can say, well, if you were to fund us better with X amount of people, we can engage with more students, keeping them in the classroom, dealing with their problems like homelessness, funding, child support, all these sort of things, and therefore you're actually helping the college and you're showing a worth, you're showing how you can better improve the student learning experience. And that way you can make the argument of better funded student associations, helping the college, working in partnership to better lives for students.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for your time, Neal.
Thank you, and yeah, thank you.
Right guys, that's all the interviews done for the FE candidates now, so it's up to you guys if you want to make your mind up. You've seen it here and there. Be sure to look out for the other interviews coming very shortly.